I love the planet. And wherever I've been on the planet, I've realized that there are places that are sacred. I remember reading Carlos Castaneda as a boy, and one of the first assignments, those of you who have read Carlos Castaneda, it's very appealing to young minds, and my young mind found it very appealing. One of the things that Carlos Castaneda, that Don Juan, a Yaqui teacher, had taught him is that there are places that are sacred. So one of the first assignments he gave him was to roll around on the porch and find the kind of place where you felt grounded. So my friend Manuel and I were getting out of a van in Cuba, and we were walking up to the cross, which is at the top of the hill in the city of Holguin in Cuba, and he said, "So, this is a place of places." And I thought, what a great phrase. The one side of the mountain, you come up a set of stairs or a road. The other side of the mountain, you went down on a gravel trail that gets thinner and thinner and takes you through the nuisance ground and the dump and then into a poor neighborhood. And we decided to walk that back way down into the poor neighborhood. And my other friend Richard said, "You will tell the wealth of the Cubans by the amount of clothing that their children wear." And we came down into this neighborhood where the children were mostly naked, except for, undershorts. And we saw a boy running home with his parents nearby, and he was holding in his hand a heart. I believe it was probably a pig's heart. And this was his task, and he was so full of joy to be doing that. And it was such a great image, I wrote this poem. So this is a place of places. We climbed the 400 steps to the cross of Holguin, and Manuel says, "So this is a place of places." And we stand above the city, looking east where the sun is laving the neighborhood and staining the squares like the light lacquering of old wood for the restoration of a much-loved dollhouse village. Another day, we descend to the west, follow a crumbling trail down the green stone pathway, knobbed with bone and broken glass and ancient coral from the sea. We are coming down through the nuisance ground with its frail rust and tin aromas, its pungent swill of vegetative rot and paper scuttle sounds, when I see the gyre of ravens hovering and circling over the blackened body of a bent-ribbed dog, disarticulated by maggot work and the carrion hunger of those scavenging shadows. As I pass, I look and take in the final sneer of Canis lupus, many days dead. And I think of the night with its tongue of stars, and the sorrowful solitude of that morbid moment of his passing, that full exhale of his final lying down, and am sad not to have been there to give comfort. And my companion says, "See there, pointing to the green valley, dividing the urban boroughs to the left from that bottleneck, is where the poorest of the poor live. You will know them by their naked children." And I hear a sudden laughing in the street where a shirtless boy with a heart in his hand, a heart which is hand-sized, a goat's heart, I think, or perhaps a sheep's or a pig's, comes chasing the joy of his own way home.